the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
On the return, Malik Washington. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it. He is in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
This throw left side taken in by the rookie wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Here's Young to throw. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Cuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. The Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. That's to Waddle again. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Here's Achane to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. One more time, it's Achane. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. To the pylon, he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Second down and 3. Another run here with Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to get it one final time in this first half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 74 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Velus Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Young. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. On play action, Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They motion the slot man left. A 2nd down throw for Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll get this out to his running back. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He finds the big tight end, Trimble.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Young to throw on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it with Hubbard.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7, but first they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. He'll tuck, and he's in! Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30s. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. A run with the fullback in goal. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Tua. The second down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He'll try to run for it. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Miami.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's got Berrios. It's complete. And he will score. Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now Young. A throw there, caught by Leggett. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. It is 2nd and a yard. To throw, Young. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Young. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Young. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Working free downfield, it's Thielen. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Young. He's going to run it. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. Woo! And that's going to help. He's out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua to take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Dolphins. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.